Well, I recorded I recorded myself playing Minecraft yesterday and uploaded it to the English Go YouTube channel, and it was rather embarrassing, to be honest. I haven't played Minecraft for a very long time, and I think you could really tell. I couldn't remember what any of the buttons did, and there were all these new things in the game that I didn't recognize, and I still don't know what they are. So maybe it's quite a funny video to watch. It's just me trying to do simple things and failing quite badly at doing them. But I think I managed to keep my English simple, nice and simple, and explain a lot of the things I was doing. So it's a very visual way of learning. So I think it's going to be a good tool. A good way of getting some listening practice, especially if you find this podcast a little difficult to understand. I think the Minecraft series is going to be a lot easier to understand, just because everything is always about the same topic. Anyway, enough about that. Today, I'm going to do a bit of a listener request because someone asked me recently if I could talk about things that I've been watching on Netflix. What did they say exactly? Favorite series / films on Netflix. And I can't tell you who this person was because they didn't have a username even. It was just an emoji, just a picture for a username. So I don't know. But they came from Argentina, so I can say that much. Right. Well, Netflix. I've watched very, very little on Netflix, and I think personally that Netflix is not as good as it used to be. And yeah, if you look, I don't know if any of you follow the news about like companies and what their like money situation is like, but Netflix aren't doing too well at the moment. The value of their shares has dropped quite a lot, and I think that's because lots of people seem to be unsubscribing from them. They're stopping paying money to Netflix, and I think that's because Netflix aren't showing as many good things on the television as they used to. But I mean, a long time ago, it was pretty much just Netflix. And I remember watching lots of good stuff on there. But yeah, in recent years, I feel like there's not really that much point in having a Netflix subscription for me. Nowadays, most of the things I watch are on Apple TV, which has a lot less content on there. But I feel that their content is the quality of it is much better, and I've really enjoyed some of the series I've watched on Apple TV recently, and they are For All Mankind, which is like a space related series, which was really, really good. Really enjoyed that. I'm looking forward to the third series that's coming out soon. Is it the third? I think it's the third. And also Ted Lasso, which is a program about an American football coach who's coaching an English football team. So two completely different games. And that's really good. And that's got lots of British English in. So I can recommend that. What else? Recently, I've been watching something called Severance. And that's weird. There's no other way of describing that. It's weird, but it's weird in a good way. Yeah, I think I would recommend that. It's really weird, really good though. What else? I know there's been other stuff I've watched. I've watched what was it called? The Shrink Next Door, and that wasn't bad. I quite liked it, but there's someone in there. And sort of lots of bad things happen to him and you feel sorry for him. And I find it a bit hard watching those kind of things, a bit like awkward watching those kind of things. And at the moment, I'm watching Slow Horses, which is it's to do with like the like secret agents in the UK. The whole thing's set, well, mostly in London. So lots of British listening practice for you if ever you want to watch that. And it's about like a team of people who've been outcast from the main sort of MI5 police type branch, and it's very well written. It's very well written, and the acting's very good, and it's just really interesting to watch. I haven't finished that yet. It's not finished yet. It's still being broadcast live, so I don't know. I don't know where it's going to go in the end, but yeah, really good, really good. Back on topic, back on Netflix. What did I watch? What did I watch last? Probably Lock and Key. Lock and Key, the second series. So that's about like someone who, like some family who lives in a house, and they find these magical keys, and these keys have different powers, and they can do all kinds of crazy things with them. The first series I thought was quite good. The second one I thought was a bit, not so good. So that was a bit disappointing. But then before that, I think I watched Stranger Things, the last series. Is that on 3? Is that series 3 or series 4? I can't remember. But whatever it was, the last Stranger Things. And then before that, I watched a lot of sort of Marvel content, like Daredevil and Jessica Jones, and what else? Luke Cage, Iron Fist, I think. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. But this is all American stuff. Most of the stuff that I watch on these subscription services like Netflix, like Disney Plus, like Apple TV. Or is it Apple TV Plus? I think so. They're all American because they're all American companies. So most of them are American, but sometimes British, very rarely. But I think that's only on Apple TV, actually. Have I watched anything British on Netflix? Probably not. I've watched some things that have a British actor in. I remember there was a British actor in, what's it called now? It's one of the Marvel things. The name has escaped me, but it's someone who's got like mind control powers, and he was a British actor. But yeah, usually it's all just American stuff, and this is why so many British people these days use so many American words. So I've heard people saying schedule instead of schedule, and route instead of route, and even changing the way they talk so that when they're speaking, their normal questions go up at the end. Everything they say, it goes up slightly at the end, and that's just really weird for me to hear. That's not typically British. We only like sort of go up at the end of a sentence, like the tone going up at the end of the sentence when we're asking a question. Sort of like, are you okay? So it goes up then at the end. But at the same time, you can say, how are you today? That goes down, and that's a question. So yeah, it doesn't always go up at the end just because it's a question. As for favorite films on Netflix, that's difficult because I don't know if I have favorite films. Maybe I have one or two favorite films. I could say Back to the Future was one of my favorite films. Is it on Netflix? It used to be on Netflix. It might not be on Netflix anymore. That's one thing that really annoys me about Netflix. Sometimes they have something on there and then it's gone. And I'm really slow at watching television. So sometimes I'll know it's on Netflix. I'll think, okay, I'll watch that when I have time in the future. When I come to watch it, when I finally have time, it's gone. So yeah, that really annoys me. Why do they have to keep deleting things from Netflix? Just keep it there and just keep adding more and more things, sort of like Spotify or Apple Music. Just keep adding stuff. Don't get rid of it. Nobody wants that. And then finally, I think like the last subscription service we have is Disney Plus. I don't think we've got any more. Apple TV. We used to have Amazon Prime, but there wasn't much. Didn't watch much on that. Amazon Video, Amazon Prime Video. I don't know what they call it these days. But yeah, we have Disney Plus, and I watch nothing on there. Nothing at all. I think the last thing I watched on there was a film. What was it called? It was about a lizard, like a boy who could, not a lizard. No. It was like a boy that could turn into a water creature, like a water monster. I don't know what they were called. I don't know. I've forgotten it already. The name was not, maybe it was a slightly unusual name. I can't remember. But yeah, that was like a typical Pixar film. And it was good. It was okay. But all Pixar films sort of seem the same to me. They all follow the same formula, the same pattern, just with different characters in. So I think I like them and they're fun to watch. But at the same time, yeah, it would be nice if they were a bit different sometimes and tried different things. I'd like to see a sad Pixar film, where not everything is happy and not everything works out. Maybe they exist. I haven't watched that many, to be honest. I sort of lost interest in them at some point. But yeah, maybe I should watch the latest Toy Story film. I think I've only ever seen the first or the second Toy Story film, and I did not like it at all. I did not like the first Toy Story because the animation in it, like the computer graphics in it, looked sort of scary. And it, oh, no. Like this really weird feeling when I watched it. But I'm sure the last one, I think Toy Story 4's out now, isn't it? I think that one's, that one looks fine. So yeah, maybe I should give that a go. I know my girlfriend really likes Toy Story. I'm not sure why. I just, I think Toy Story became so popular because back then it was new. It was amazing. It's computer graphics. The whole film's just computer graphics. This is new territory. I think it became very popular. But the film itself, I just thought it was, it was okay. It was not that great. Maybe that's just me. I think lots of people like it. Anyway, there we go. I've told you how much I don't watch Netflix, and how much I watch Apple TV instead. So that's not been too helpful for you. But if you're thinking about quitting your subscription to Netflix, then Apple TV seems to be about half the price. So you might want to quit Netflix for a while and see what's on Apple TV. Save some money. I don't know. But there we go. So hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.